Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're having a great day. Today I'm going to be talking to you about what food I take when I go winter camping. So this food is what I'm taking on a 7-day winter camping trip. And I'm going with, it's like a school trip, and I'm in a team of 4 people. So that's why I might have a bit less meals, but in bigger quantities, because we're like separating who brings which meal. Except for lunches, we bring it all ourselves. Okay, I hope that was clear. If not, leave a comment down below and ask me a question. So to start off, breakfasts. So I'm doing one breakfast during this 7-day trip for 4 people, and I have this granola. In this granola, there's chocolate chips, oats, seeds. There's someone in my class allergic to nuts, so I cannot take nuts. But seeds are good too. After that, I have some chocolate. I said that. Apples. I like dried apples. Some people don't like them, but I find they taste like the marshmallows in Lucky Charms. Is that what the cereal is called with the little person? Yes, Lucky Charms. So that's why I like this granola. With this granola, this is for 4 people once again. I think it might be a bit too much, but it's better to bring a bit too much food, especially if you're responsible for feeding other people. I have this milk powder. It's whole milk powder. I would recommend bringing whole milk powder and not skim milk powder, because whole milk powder has more calories, and in the winter, as you're gonna notice throughout this video, having a lot of calories is super important. So in the winter, I do bring more food than in the summer, because in order to stay warm, you need to eat. For my lunches, I have freeze-dried meals. So the reason why I bring freeze-dried meals is that I'll put it in my thermos in the morning, and then I'll add hot water into it, and then at lunch it's a nice tasty warm meal. And because lunch I'm just cooking for myself, I don't want to bother making a dehydrated meal. And anyways, with dehydrated meals you have to cook them, whereas freeze-dried you just add hot water. So I have Forever Young mac and cheese, Fettuccine Leonardo, they're Alpine Air, and then this is a Quebec company called Happy Yak. I have a pad thai, and I'm not someone who eats particularly a lot, so these for lunch, it's a too big a portion for me, so I'll have one of these for 2 days. So I'll just split half in my thermos, and then the next day I'll have the other half. The only thing to remember about doing this is that sometimes the flavoring is at the bottom, so just like try to shake it before you do that. And obviously if you are someone who eats more, then I would recommend eating a whole one. Most of the people I know eat a whole one, but I find it too much. Okay, moving on to dinners. I'm super excited about this because they are dehydrated meals I made myself. So because I'm feeding 3 other people, so a group of 4, I have to make it kind of nice because I want to feed them good food. And also with school, we're required to do like a 3-course meal. So I'm going to show you. But normally if it was just myself, I probably just would be carrying these for dinner as well. But this is an interesting option if you're motivated, and if you have maybe days where you're hiking or skiing for less hours, because that way, it takes more time to make this type of meal. So I'm doing 2 dinners during this trip. So for one dinner, I have a fennel tomato soup that's dehydrated in powder. So this I kind of cheated. I just bought this soup powder at the bulk barn. But you could dehydrate your own soup. Some people do it. Okay, I'll stop doing that. Some people dehydrate their own soups, but I had so many things to dehydrate that I ended up not doing that. But this I'm super proud of. I have a dehydrated tofu curry with vegetables and coconut milk. Yay! If you're interested in my dehydrated recipes, just let me know, and I might make a video on that if you'd like. So yeah, and that I'm going to serve it with these, I don't know what they're called. They're like rice noodles that are really thin. And these are great because they don't take a long time to cook. For dessert, I made these fruit roll-ups. So I have apple cinnamon, and then I have strawberry apple, and it's just applesauce that I dehydrated and then rolled up. I think I dehydrated it a bit too long because it's almost like crisps. So yeah. Then on the second dinner that I'm serving, I have a French onion soup to start off. Then afterwards, this is super cool, I dehydrated butter chicken, which everyone knows is an amazing meal. Dehydrated butter chicken. And then after that, I have minute rice, the best type of rice. No, it's not really the best type of rice, but what's super cool about minute rice is that it takes a minute to cook. But more than that, it's actually super lightweight, even though this is not really lightweight food. It helps a bit, I guess. So yeah, those are my dinners. Moving on to my favorite section, which is snacks. Start off, I have these Mott's Fruit Sensations. They're like little fruit snacks. I really like candy, but I'm trying to eat less. No, that's a lie. I want to eat less, so I bought these instead, even though they're basically candy. At least they have vitamin C. I think they're a bit better, but anyways, when you're hiking, candy is great. Then after that, I have this cheddar cheese. It's old cheddar cheese, aged for 2 years, I think. Cheddar is a great cheese to bring because it's quite hard, and yeah, it's good frozen, because one thing you want to consider with these foods, mainly for your snacks, is that they will freeze. So stuff that has a lot of fat in it, like cheese, and specifically cheddar cheese, will definitely work in the winter. And then after that, I have a bag of bars. I have these Costco dipped chewy granola bars. Let me show you one. These, really good. I bought them at Costco. You get a huge box for $9, I think. Great deal. You get 50 bars. And then I have these fig bars. So I could have brought Cliff bars, but after hiking the Appalachian Trail, I really don't like Cliff bars anymore. Kind of ruined it for me. So I bring different types of bars nowadays. After that, I have 2 bags of this because, yep, it's good. I made teriyaki beef jerky. If you want a recipe for this, let me know, but it's really good. And you saw, besides the cheddar so far, all my snacks were more carby, like fast energy, whereas this is really protein and fat. And yeah, I'm gonna probably want to eat this while I'm hiking. Probably. No, I will want to eat this. And finally, another sugary thing for my sweet tooth. I have dried mango. I bought this huge bag of dried mango at Costco, and I could have easily brought the whole bag on this trip and eaten the whole bag of dried mango. But the thing is, if you have experienced this, eating too much dried fruit, especially while camping, isn't so much a good combo. So, which is why I kind of limited myself on the dried fruit. So this is what I'll be bringing for my 7-day trip. And once again, I'm in a team of 4 people, which is why my dinners are like bigger quantities, but I have less dinners to prepare, same as my breakfasts. And some other tips I could give you would be to your dehydrated meals, freeze them if you're going on a winter trip, because dehydrated meals, sometimes it can be not that well dehydrated. So in order to make sure you don't lose your food, just freeze it. Same as your beef jerky, your cheese, freezer, because anyways, when you're gonna go on your trip, it's gonna end up freezing. So pretty much the same. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a bit shorter than last video that I made, but I think that's a good thing. Hopefully I gave a bit less information, but important information nonetheless. And I hope you have a great day. See you next time. Oh, and please leave a comment below if you have video suggestions or if you just like this video. Okay, bye for real now.